What if the only thing standing between you and success is persistence? Imagine what your life could look like if you decided to never give up, no matter what challenges came your way. Today, we're sharing inspiring stories of people who turned their failures into victories by refusing to quit. Story 1, J.K. Rowling, 01520. Let's start with J.K. Rowling, author of Harry Potter. Before she became a household name, Rowling faced some of life's toughest struggles. She was a single mother living on welfare, struggling to make ends meet. Despite her love for storytelling, she faced 12 rejections from publishers who told her Harry Potter just wasn't good enough. Imagine how hard it would be to keep going after hearing no 12 times. But Rowling didn't quit. She kept pushing forward, believing in her story, and finally one publisher gave her a chance. Today, Harry Potter is one of the best-selling book series of all time, loved by millions. What would you do in her shoes? Would you keep going after 12 rejections? Story 2. Colonel Sanders 2040 Now, let's talk about Colonel Harland Sanders, the founder of KFC. At age 65, after a long life of failed businesses and struggles, he was ready to start over. With his fried chicken recipe in hand, he began pitching it to restaurants, hoping one would buy it. And yet, he was rejected, over 1,000 times. Imagine hearing no over and over, hundreds of times. But he refused to give up. Finally, his recipe was accepted, and KFC was born, eventually becoming one of the most famous fast food chains in the world. Would you have that kind of persistence to keep going after that many rejections? If you're finding inspiration in these stories, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs encouragement to keep going. And tell us in the comments what's something you're determined to achieve. Let's motivate each other to keep pushing forward. Story 3. Oprah Winfrey 5070 Another powerful story is that of Oprah Winfrey. Today, she's a global icon, but her journey was filled with obstacles. Oprah grew up in poverty, faced personal struggles, and was even told early in her career that she didn't belong on television. She was fired from one of her first jobs as a news anchor, but she didn't let these setbacks define her. Instead, she created The Oprah Winfrey Show, which became one of the most influential talk shows of all time, changing millions of lives, including her own. She didn't give up on her dreams, and because of that, she reached heights she'd once only imagined. Imagine facing rejection and criticism early in your career. Would you keep going like Oprah did? Story 4. Michael Jordan 70830 Now, let's talk about Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But did you know he was actually cut from his high school basketball team? It's hard to believe, but his coach didn't think he had what it took. Instead of giving up, though, Jordan used that experience as motivation. He practiced harder than ever, developing his skills and pushing himself to the limits. That determination is what led him to become a 6-time NBA champion and a name known around the world. It makes you wonder how many of us let one no hold us back when it could be the spark to keep going. Here's a powerful quote from Winston Churchill that captures the spirit of these stories. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Every person we've talked about faced major setbacks, times when giving up might have seemed easier, but they pushed through, and that's why we remember them today. So, here's the question: what's one dream or goal you refuse to give up on? Remember, success doesn't come without challenges. When you're feeling like giving up, think of Rowling, Sanders, Oprah, or Jordan. Every great success was once a moment of struggle, a decision to keep going despite the odds. If these stories inspired you, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and share this video with someone who might need that extra push to keep going. And let us know in the comments, what's one goal you're determined to achieve? Let's support each other in this journey. Keep going. Your breakthrough might be closer than you think.